coming from India, it fascinates me
Yeah.
that we have been doing like worshipping in India. We worship planets. We have been worshipping, so we have this like gathering, religious gatherings
Sure.
where we worship 9 planets.
Okay.
And we have been worshipping this kind of worship for 1,000 years, if not more. How did we know that? Like how? And they are not just in India. You'll see some geological surveys happening in Egypt, then in south of the African continent. We have seen such.
Yeah. That I cannot speak to necessarily, because obviously I'm not an expert in any sort of religion.
No, not talking about religion, but
Yeah.
In different parts of Earth, we have seen such evidences.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, so again, not an archaeologist either, right? So of all the planets, the ones you can actually see with your eyes, there's Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. You cannot even see Uranus and Neptune with your naked eye. Maybe Uranus, like if you're very lucky. But Uranus was discovered in the 1800s, or no.
Which planet can anyone see easily with naked eye?
Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn.
Okay.
And Earth, because if we look down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How do we check the sky for these planets? Because many have not seen, including me.
Sure. Okay, let me just finish the last thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't done yet.
Please.
Okay, so those planets we can see with the naked eye. Uranus and Neptune were detected with telescopes. Neptune was actually detected because a French mathematician noticed variations in the orbit of Uranus, which meant that maybe there was another planet out there. And so he sort of detected where it should be, and lo and behold, there was Neptune. Pluto was discovered more or less by accident in the 1930s. I think, yeah, it was not something that was powerful enough to have, or it's not something massive enough to have been able to modify the orbits of other planets, because it's very, very tiny. But it just happened to be something that was in the telescope, and then they looked at it for a while and was like, oh, that's actually an object that's going around the sun. Let's call it Pluto. And so chances are that any ancient civilization that counted more than 9 planets, or counted more than just the planets you can see with, so more than the 5 planets you can actually just see with your eye, likely they were looking at something else as well. So maybe they're counting the moon as a planet. Maybe they're counting, some star as a planet. Maybe they're counting something else as a planet. But the chances of them being able to see, those really far away planets that we currently can't see with the naked eye, like of them counting them as one of the planets, is very unlikely. So my guess would be that they're just counting something else. But again, not an expert at archaeology, so I can't say for sure.